Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Hey, it is what's new at the drugstore time. I am so psyched that, well, I'm never so psyched that it's January, but this is one bright spot in an otherwise gloomy New England winter. That there's new makeup at the drugstore. Yay! So all kinds of fun new things to go and look at and buy and play with. I tried a lot of drugstore products in 2015. I just didn't have very much luck finding things that I liked in 2015. So I'm hoping that 2016 is going to be a big year for drugstore products where I find lots of new excellent things that I like, that perform well, that work well on mature skin. The drugstore companies have taken notice to what's going on at Sephora and Ulta. This year, everybody's got an eyeshadow palette. Most of them are trying to rip off the Urban Decay Nakeds, and so all the names of them are still having to do with being, you know, naked and nudie and all this fun stuff. So there's that. The trend with contouring that started in 2015 is going to be still big in 2016, I can tell, because all the drugstore lines are coming out with contouring palettes or contouring products. I feel like that first iteration of big palettes from the drugstore, you know, I tried them, they really weren't great. But this year there's like 5 more to try, so one of them's got to be good, right? So let's go over what I bought. I have used most of it already, so I'll have mini reviews for you here today. All right, let's start with Maybelline. I picked up 3 products from Maybelline. The first one is Master Prime Long Lasting Eyeshadow Base. This retails for $7.99. I just thought it was so sleek and high-end looking that I couldn't resist. I couldn't tell from the package if it was going to be matte or shimmer, but it is shimmer, and there is only one shade of this shell pink kind of color. It really is quite beautiful. The first time I wore it, I put it all the way up to my eyebrows because I like to prime my entire eyelid from lashes to brow, and you know, above the crease with the shimmer up there, did not look so good. So since then I've put like a different primer above my crease and this one below the crease. It kept my eyeshadow in place all day, and it kept my eyeshadow from creasing, so that was nice. It was easy to blend the eyeshadows into it. My only problem with it is that it did look a little crocodile-y, you know what I'm saying? A little scaly when I first put it on. At first I was like, oh, this is so pretty, I love it. Now that I've used it, I'm like, meh, maybe not. So then the next thing that I got from Maybelline is Eye Studio Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. This retails for $7.99 and it comes in 6 shades. I bought it in the black because I thought, well, if the black works well, then I'll run out and buy a couple of the other shades. This product I have been loving, and I gotta say, this is gonna be like maybe my go-to eyeliner for this year. It's so creamy and easy to use, and you know, especially on those older eyelids, it's hard when you have a stiffer pencil because, you know, it drags your eyelid and you don't like all the pulling. This just goes on really creamy. It sharpens up nice. You can get a nice sharp point. It stays workable for a little while so that you can smudge it. You can pull it out to make a little wing at the edge. But what I love about it most is that this has the staying power in the waterline. I wore it in my upper and my lower waterline a couple times and it stayed like 12 hours. It was amazing. So I am loving this product. And then the last product from Maybelline is the Face Studio Master Contour. This retails for $12.99 and it is a contouring palette. I picked it up in number 10, light to medium. It actually comes with a brush that is usable for the highlight. It's way too small to use for the blush, and you know, you can kind of do a little bit of contour. Whoa, is my contour big today? I'll explain why in a minute. I did put it on with this brush at first and it was really sharp, but I put on another contour product underneath it that I didn't realize was so dark, and then I tried to blend that in really well, but I guess I failed a little bit on that. Sorry. I'm not wearing the blush today, but this is really a very pretty blush color. I wore this the other day. It's great. And the really pleasant surprise in this is the highlighter. This is a really, really successful, really pretty highlighting powder. So this product for $12.99 I was thinking is really quite good. So that's it for Maybelline. Let's move on to Covergirl. The first one is the Supersizer Mascara. Now, I had been looking for a replacement for my Clump Crusher, which was my all-time favorite Holy Grail mascara, but all of a sudden last year it stopped working for me. It started flaking and smudging, and I was like, oh my god, what happened? So I've used this a bunch of times, and I gotta say, it is 100% better than the Clump Crusher was at building length and volume in your lashes. This is the mascara that I'm wearing today. It keeps them nice and separated and fairly natural looking while adding a lot of length and a bit of volume. So I was actually really pleased with this. It wears pretty well. It doesn't smudge underneath my eyes, and after 8 hours of wear, it still looked good, but at 10 hours there were a few little tiny flakes, like maybe 2 around this eye and 3 around this eye, so not like, you know, a whole flake fest. I would prefer it if I had 0, obviously, but you know, a couple of flakes wasn't bad, especially when I compared it to the other mascara that I bought. This was really quite good. So the next product from Covergirl is the True Blend Blush. I got it in Light Rose. This retails for $9.99. Now this came in 3 different shades, and they had an L, an M, and a D on the package, light, medium, and dark. This is very reminiscent to me of the Milani baked blushes that I really was in love with a couple of years ago. It gives you basically a matte pink blush with like a gold shimmer overtone. So this is what it swatches like, and I'm wearing this today on my cheeks as well. I'd stopped using the Milani blush because the glitter flakes in it were too big, and by the end of the day I was just a glitter fest. This one, they seem more refined and a little bit nicer so that you don't see actual chunks of glitter on my face, but I like it that it's kind of gold tones. I think it's very, very pretty. So I didn't add any additional highlighter on this. This is just this blush. And also from Covergirl, I picked up one of the new eyeshadow palettes. This is the Nudes True Naked Eyeshadow Palette. It's $11.99, and this comes in 3 different colors. It's got 8 nice big size pans of color, and I really love the color curation on this palette in particular of the ones that I have to show you today. I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. So this one is my favorite after using all 3 of them. I'm wearing it today. They're easy to apply, they're easy to blend, the color payout is great, and there was no fallout. So there's like nothing to complain about here. It's amazing. I mean, when I rub my fingers in them, they feel very much like Urban Decay shadows. I have to say, for trying to knock off the Urban Decay eyeshadows, they did a great job. And last from Covergirl is the Colorlicious Oh Sugar Lip Balm Lipstick. This retails for $8.99 and comes in 10 shades. I'm always on the hunt for a moisturizing lip balm or lipstick, and this is full of all kinds of different oils and butters to really moisturize your lips. And when I was swatching them at the store, I really liked how sheer it went on. It really gave like just the nicest little hint of color. I'm actually surprised at how colorful it is on the lips though, because I thought it was going to be a much sheerer balm. The color that I picked it up in is called Spice. I do find that true to its claims, it does not dry out my lips. It's very moisturizing. It's perfect for this time of year. It does wear quite a while because it kind of stains the lips a little bit. Yeah, this has like a grapefruit scent to it. So I'm really enjoying this. I might go out and get a couple more of these. Moving on to Revlon. From that brand, I picked up the Color Stay Not Just Nudes palette. Passionate Nudes for $14.99. This one comes in 2 different colorways, the Passionate Nudes and the Romantic Nudes. This is mainly golds and grays and browns, and it actually comes with a dual-ended usable brush. Let me bring in that picture to show you the eyeshadow look I did with this. These were actually very nice to use. The color payout is good. The blending is good, the wear is good. You can actually make an eyeshadow look out of this using any of these colors. The only drawback with this is it's a lot more shimmers, a lot less mattes, and these are not quite as creamy and blendy as the Covergirl shades are, and of course for me these are a little too warm, but I did like all the grays. But overall, it's not a bad palette if you're looking for a really nice neutral palette where you can do either a gray look or a warm gray look. This would make a nice little palette. Revlon is launching a whole new line of mascaras, so I bought 2 of them. I didn't open them both. I decided I'll open one and try it, and I'll see how it goes, and then if I like that one, I'll open the other one. So I bought the Dramatic Definition mascara, and I bought the Ultimate All-in-One mascara. These each retail for $8.99, and they also had a couple of other. If you wanted volume, they had one for that. If you wanted length, they had one for that. It definitely gave a lot of drama to the lashes. It definitely, in like 1 or 2 coats, gave more length. Lashes were nice and separated, but it really didn't wear well at all. It smudged below my eyes, it flaked all over the place. I was really not happy with this. This mascara definitely didn't work for me. Can't talk about this one, I'm not even going to open it. This one will definitely be going back to the store. From L'Oreal, I just bought one product, and that was the True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. This retails for $16.99 and it comes in 12 shades. So I picked it up in C3. I had been dying to try one of the cushion compacts. When you open it up, it has the puffer here on the top. It sits in its own little compartment. Then you open up this part and there is your foundation on the inside. You just press this in and then you press it on your face to apply. I actually found this really easy to work with, really nice to blend. The thing that came with it actually worked, which hardly ever happens with drugstore products. The only problem is that being a Lumi foundation on me is just way too Lumi. I just couldn't take the shine. It was just so much shine. I felt like an oil slick. I felt like I looked greasy. And if you have older skin like mine with like ripples and wrinkles, it shines off of every ripple, every pore, every wrinkle, making everything look worse. So this was not great on its own for me, and it didn't wear well. It was mostly worn off within, say, 4 or 5 hours. So this for me was not a hit. I'm really wishing it was, but you know, there's other cushion compacts out there that I can try. Then I tried a couple things from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Contouring Palette. This is in Caramel Toffee and retails for $3.93. So this is the contouring palette that I was referring to, that I got the really dark contour going on here. There's a lighter version of this that if they had had it and I had seen it, I definitely would have gotten it. As far as the powders go, they're really super soft and great feeling powders. But look at how yellow that one is. I put this on one day, did not like it. This is the contour that I put on here that was so heavy and, as you could see, way too warm and way too dark for me. Not really a fault of the product, you know, not having a great time with that. Wet n Wild is also hopping on the eyeshadow palette bandwagon. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon All Natural Eyeshadow Palette in Nude Awakening. This retails for $6.63. I bought it at Walmart in the store. The girl was just unpacking it, but these aren't even online yet. These are really pretty colors, aren't they? They're nice pinks and tans, and there's even a nice like goldy copper color in there, a really pretty dark plum, a nice dark brown. It comes with a spongy brush, which of course I didn't use, but I did use these as well. I applied them with my normal brushes. And I gotta say, of the 3 palettes that I did buy, this one is the one that performs the weakest for me. It just doesn't blend as nicely. These shadows aren't as creamy as, say, the Covergirl ones. So that's a cute little palette. That one is just okay for me. Okay, now there's just a random bunch of stuff that I also picked up. Sorry, I'm trying to get the eyeshadow off my fingers. From Rimmel London, I picked up the Only One lipstick. It retails for $6.99 and the color I got it in is called My Spell. This is a really pretty lipstick. This has a really strong odor. I don't tend to like the smell of the Rimmel lipsticks. This is a really pretty color. It is a little bit drying. It wasn't that long lasting. It wore for about, 3 hours, which was until I had lunch. Then once I ate, it was gone and my lips felt dry afterwards. So, I don't know if I would consider it the only one. It's probably the only one I'm going to take back. Then from NYX, I picked up the Hydra Touch Primer. This retails for $13.99 for 1 ounce. This contains chamomile, green tea, and ginseng root, and it's alcohol free, so it looked like a nice primer to me. I've worn it a couple times. I have it on today underneath my makeup, and so far so good. So then the 2 other random things that I got, you may have noticed my crazy hair in that one picture. Oh my gosh. That was courtesy of the John Frieda Frizz Ease Dream Curls Air Dry Wave Styling Foam. This is $9.99 at the drugstore, and this is for air drying your hair if you have wavy hair or curly hair and having it come out not crunchy and not frizzy. So I love the idea of this. Obviously, it didn't come out so great. As you could see, my hair in there, it wasn't crunchy. I feel like it was frizzy. I did work with it another day It's in a video that I shot. Which video? Oh, it's going to be the Gwen Stefani palette review. So what I found is that if I put this in my hair and do what they recommend and like shake it around and scrunch it, my hair comes out really frizzy and gross looking. So then the next time I tried it, I combed my hair out and then I twirled my hair into kind of a little twist in the back and clipped it up and let it air dry like that. And when I pulled it down from that, it actually looked quite nice. So, you know, for me it was kind of a mixed bag, but I feel like there's something here, so I think I'm going to keep working with it. And then the last thing that I picked up was a Yes to Coconuts product. It is the Hydrate and Restore Ultra Hydrating Melting Cleanser. I love the idea of coconut, especially coconut oil for washing the face because it has antibacterial properties. And when I saw this, that it's 99% natural product, it has virgin coconut and moringa seed oil to help melt away my makeup, I thought, maybe I'll try this and see if I like it in place of my Kirkland Daily facial cleansing towelettes, because I use those to remove my makeup and do my pre-clean. Yeah, I've been doing the double cleanse for a while now because, you know, you need to take off your makeup first and then wash your face. So basically I take just a little squeeze of this in my hands and I use it dry. I don't wet my hands or my face. I just squeeze it on and I just rub it into my face. And it has been great at removing most of my makeup, including like my waterproof and stubborn eye makeup, mascara, and eyeliner. You have to massage it in. It takes a while of massaging, but it's like a slippery massage, whereas I always felt like when I was rubbing with the towelettes, like I was really dragging my skin. And I feel like that with this, I'm not doing that dragging of my skin, especially around my eyes. You know, it is an oil, so it does leave a little bit of film. But then since I'm doing a double cleanse, then I go ahead and I wash my face with my regular cleanser, and so I don't have that film. So I have really been enjoying this so far, and so maybe when I do my skincare routine, which will be coming up probably sometime in February, this, if I keep liking it, might be a permanent addition. So we'll see how that one goes. All right, so that was a fun little smattering of what's new at the drugstore. I really like doing this, go grab a bunch of stuff and try it and do mini reviews on it. It seemed really productive to me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you're looking for new makeup from the drugstore, maybe you saw something here that you might be interested in. So have fun at the drugstore. Happy makeup shopping, everybody. And I will see you in the next video. So take care. Bye-bye.